Straight for You, where we're giving you straightforward dialogue with an open mind. I'm your host, Miss Black Diamond, along with my missing co-host, but he's back now. Wow. That's why we didn't have a show last week, because he wanted to be MIA and stuff. And then I tried to do it on my own, but my dang on computer wanted to act up and not do the sound. But it's all good, though. It's all good. We here, though. What's your name, co-host?
Wow.
Oh, so your name is Wow?
So
what's good, yeah, Wow?
Today my name is Wow because wow.
I had to tell the people what's good. Like the reason why we didn't have a show last week, because I had to hold it down. But God was like, you know what? You ain't no celebrity gossip person like that. So you have to wait till your co-host come back.
So you just chose why? Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting y'all know what the truth was. Okay. That's the reason why you didn't have a show last week. But it's all good. And I'm not just putting it on him too. I'm putting it on Remedy. You only seen him one time, so he gonna have to come on in his piece and go ahead and show you all what he can do. Come on, Remedy. What's up, Trouble? Oh, did you say your name or is it Wow?
No, it's Wow.
Oh, my bad.
It's Wow.
Because I got to make sure it's right.
Wow, you acting real wow tonight.
Word. Word. You know I love you. I miss you, though. Like, for real. Ooh, well, I didn't, though.
No, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I hate that. I hate that I missed last week and so on and so forth. But I mean, we're here. So let's get into it. Catch me up. What's good in the
roller coaster of life. The roller coaster of life. You know what I'm saying? Within this time, I had to endure some things, and had to do some meditation and woosah. Because
it had to be real.
No. I don't do all that chanting, but I had to meditate on certain things and aspects that happened in my life and what's going on current and what my future I hope to be.
Okay.
So, what's been good with you, sir? Oh, not the breath on my mic. Wait a minute.
Let me just say this. Look, if you got loved ones and y'all got petty beefs, squash that.
Please.
Squash that nonsense. Life is short. I just had 2 family members pass within the time span of 3 days of each other. So
my condolences on that, because I know that's hard.
Right. So look, life is short. If you got petty beefs with family members, squash that shit, because life is short. You people here one day and then they not here the next day. So.
I say either squash it or just go past it, because some things you just have to go past. Some people are not willing to have that understanding, but for the ones that are willing to take that time and have conversation, please do that.
And even if you can't do that shit, just at least just be like, hey, I love you, and
leave it like that.
And keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
I love you.
Right.
And we don't have to say nothing else past it.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We don't have to say anything else past it. But aside from all that, keeping it one foot in front of the other. Trying to, remain in a place of constantly remaining grateful for the things that are to come, and shouts out to Miss Stacy, for the talks that I've had with her. We got some things working, so y'all stay tuned. It's a lot of great things that we got going on, and a lot of things that are coming in the future. Whatever.
By the way, guess what? If some of these things we got on right now, the straight for boop. A boop. But anyway, we got the our Straight For You merchandise on, and I'm gonna put some more merchandise out there. Right now, I'm revamping my website, so be on the lookout for that. And also too, cause I'm a beginner in all this. So me being my own entrepreneur,
come on now,
I'm trying to better myself as time goes forward.
Trying to age like fine wine over here. Come on now.
I started off strong, but I can get even stronger.
Ooh.
You hear me?
Okay.
So, like I said, I revamped my own website. I'm adding more material, especially for the winter. And by the way, I'm going to have free shipping for the merchandise. Because in the beginning, I had to charge for that shipping, but I'm a lay low on the shipping for the holidays and things of that nature. And don't think it's just straight for you. Shirts only. It's other things on there that I created.
The only way you gonna find out though is if you go
to the website.
Go to the website and visit and purchase some of the stuff, man. It's all for a good cause. Come on now.
Stop playing.
And then whenever you purchase some of the equipment, like take photos of it and like, you know,
tag
us, absolutely.
Tag us both. You know, we'll give you the information, and also it's gonna be in the description box below, but that's later on in the show. So make sure y'all stay tuned in for that. You know,
and
stay with us.
We only accepting 5-star like reviews for the products.
You better not play with me. Don't play with me.
Only accept the 5 stars.
Don't make me cry like somebody that be crying fake in the phone reader that we're gonna talk about. But anyway.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
I'm a straight for you. Coming straight for you.
Okay. Go.
So
carry on.
Today's straight for you topic is Rata. Has humanity lost its sense of being humane?
Wait, did you say Rata?
Rata.
Yeah. How did you do
Rata.
No, what?
Rata. Rata.
That's that.
With a top.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
But yes, our straight for you topic has humanity lost its sense of being humane.
Ooh.
So what do you take from that?
So, in shades of gray, I want to say yes, and then the other shades of gray, I want to say no.
Okay.
Like, you ever, on a positive note, you ever like been somewhere and somebody pushing a car or something like that? You know, everybody like you know, you see somebody in the middle of the road, like people like are willing to stop and like help you like push that vehicle or something of the sort.
Yes.
You know, so like I want to say that's like one of the positive aspects of that. You know what I'm saying? And even like some of the stuff that you see on TV, like I think there was like this thing to where like this lady had got her foot stuck. She was getting on the train, and like everybody got together and helped push the train. I saw that. Just to help her get her foot out. So like everybody came together. People that didn't even know this lady, let alone knew each other, but they all came together for this greater cause. Mm-hmm. So on that positive aspect, absolutely. But on the negative side,
yeah, that part, because child, because I know you've seen the Chalet.
That's French for
I said it right. Chalet. You know, and then I gotta say it like that. Chalet.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was that incident. I believe it's somewhere up north where that lady got harassed and sexually assaulted, and nobody did anything about it.
Everybody just pulled out their phones. Yeah.
And I'm like, how can you be a person within standards to allow and see that and not do anything about it? I mean, just to the point that we became that lost in technology and things of that nature that you rather get likes and views over a situation? Make that make sense to me, yo. Like, for real. Like, make that make sense to me that we became that concerned about getting out the camera. So I'm not saying taking out your camera in certain situations is not needed,
right?
You know, especially with brutality and certain scenarios, because you don't want to get yourself caught up in a crazy situation. Right. But that particular situation, I was like,
instead of putting on the camera, somebody should have said something.
It did something. Like, right. You had women, you had men, you had multiple people on this ride, and not one
person did anything but let this woman, all they did was record. And yeah,
I can understand she got the vocal, but to the point of the physical, and you just recorded it. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
So it's a mixed bag. Yeah. I want to say in that particular case, I feel like it's a mixed bag. In certain situations, like, we come together as humans and like do the absolute greatest things, and then on the other side of that, the opposite side of that same coin, we let some foul stuff like pass, like really pass. Mm-hmm.
Like today, me and a friend witnessed people was trying to get this dog out the street. Mm-hmm. Which I thought was cool and everything like that. But first thought that came out of our mind, it's funny how they react to an animal so quickly, but surpass a human.
Man, look, some people treat animals better than they do people.
Yes, and I'm like, I understand animals are loyal to a default because that's what they are. You know, that's what they know. Especially dogs and cats do what they want to do. They love you and they don't. But I'm just saying, they do what they do, honey.
Never mind.
Shut your face. But
another show for another time.
That part. But at the end of the day, that shows you rather feed. Say, for instance, you see a homeless man and you see a stray animal. You have like food in your hand. I say maybe 8 times out of 10, the person with that food in their hand, they will go to that dog before they go to the human.
So I want to say, I think that can be based on the experiences going back to the whole humanity and so on and so forth. You had I know that I've been in a situation to where I've tried to give a homeless person
because I was gonna go with the devil's advocate.
I've tried to give a homeless person like $2, and they was like, "Oh, like you ain't got nothing bigger than this," and I'm like,
"Wait a minute."
Right? Exactly. First of all, sir, you came asking me for money like that you already didn't have, and I was like, "This is what I have," and you like, "Oh, do you have anything bigger?"
Yeah.
So
and that's what messed it up for the real ones.
Do you not want these $2, or do you not want this what I have on hand?
It's not that serious for them.
Right. Apparently,
it's an insult.
Right. Apparently, it's not that And I hate to say it in this particular case, but shit, beggars can't be choosers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why you have that saying: beggars can't be choosers, but they want to choose.
And with that, in that particular case, that has affected me, and that particular experience has affected me to where I'm a bit leery going forward. Whenever people ask for cash or whatever, I'm kind of I kind of pause, just gotta be like, huh?
Shoot, I'm the same way, honey. I ain't finna front on y'all. I'm the same way. It got to the point that I don't really want to break out my wallet in front of no homeless person. I ask them hey, if you hungry and if I'm near something, I'd rather get you something.
Right, rather get you something to eat or something to drink than to actually give you cash offhand.
Yes, and it's rare that I do, say for instance, I'm in my vehicle and you see that person on the side of the road. It's rare I do it, but if I see an elderly, I got a soft spot for the elderly and certain type of women that are out there. I give a few dollars, but other than that, because you never know. But I've seen a situation where a woman is with her child, and you can offer them groceries, but she steadily wants the money. You can see the child hungry and everything, but that tells me you're not gonna do right by the money.
Right, and that ain't so much that. Sometimes people be scamming.
That's
the other part of it. That's the other part of that. People be scamming. People panhandle for a living.
Yes, and be wealthy.
Panhandle.
But true, I'm just saying. But they be wealthy. That's their job for the day.
Driving a better car than I do.
Come through. All paid off. But I don't know if I can take it that far to be looking all stank and doing all that just for.
I don't know.
I'd rather go ahead and work for it. Yeah. But I've had encounters in my life. I even took risk in my life for the sake of helping a homeless person. Thank God God was looking over me. Because I had a situation where a woman just begged me for a ride. And this was in my younger years. And I was like, my instincts was like, hell no. My folks told me to not do this. But something in my spirit, on the other hand, was like, she really need help. Okay. Luckily, my spirit told the truth. Okay. And I ended up taking her for a ride, and she was so thankful. Because I was going in that direction anyway, and I didn't have go far, and I stayed within the area. Yeah, and I was like, "Baby, I'll kill us both." I ain't playing with you, but you gonna get the brunt of it.
Look, it ain't nothing for me to it ain't nothing for me to drop off a bridge real quick.
I ain't jumping off a bridge, but I'll make sure, I'm gonna get the better end of the stick. I tell you that. But it's the simple fact that I let my humanity take over, but not saying that y'all should do that, and I'm not saying I'm going to do that again, but at that particular time I did. Right. And and it felt good afterwards, but it was dangerous too, because the world is just that crazy. Absolutely. You can't even depict who's real and who's fake. when it comes to that.
Right. Everybody's intentions ain't up to par.
Yes, and I'm like looking at some of the stuff we watch, because I try to stay informed due to the podcast. I try to keep in the know so I can talk about the celebrities or whatever's current, because I want to make topics that are general as well as current. Mm-hmm. So as I'm researching and looking at different information, it's just become disturbing of some of the things I just see, and I'm like, damn, it just made me feel like, has humanity lost it, to the point that now we're going to talk about two. One is not a celebrity, one is just a person, and another one is a celebrity. We're going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse, right, and then we're going to talk about Travis Scott. So
in which order?
we're going to... Well, we saving who? We gonna say the Rittenhouse. Let me see, because I talk about it in order, but we're gonna say the young guy, the young guy. I can't even call him a man because he's not. The young guy for last. Nope. When it comes to that, and my thing is, again, the concept of like, just us talking about what we're talking, just right, seeing the people out here in the streets and not being able to trust, and then coming to the as close as within your family, within your friends, who you think are your friends.
Hey, so to that point, even like I even have to be like cognizant of that, because I've heard the saying several times, and it didn't really like hit me until like my 30s that like sometimes you have to be careful about what you tell certain people. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful. Even people that you may be extremely close to, you kind of have to be careful sometimes about what you tell them, because if they don't understand like what it is, your vision, or what it is that the way that you comprehend something,
it's like it's lost in the sauce.
Right, exactly.
And you try your best to give them that point of view, and they still want to go with their concept.
Right.
And you like...
They want to push their concept and their idea. Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is my dream.
Come on now.
This is my vision. This is my reality. Now, if we want to discuss your vision, your dreams, and your reality, I should listen. Just like I want you to listen to me.
Yeah. Do what now?
You should listen.
Not
just like you want me to listen.
Right, but listen.
Listen.
Okay.
And comprehend.
Listen.
Okay. Comprehend what I'm saying.
Okay.
Comprehend it. And it's true, because I'm saying I'm big on communication, but it is a two-part too. It's communication and comprehension.
Oh.
So
and a lot of people know about the comprehension part.
And I tend to leave out the comprehension part and just focus on the communication. Because I'm big, I say full. You heard my friends heard it. Communicate to me. Communication is important. This, that, and the other.
And in that particular case, I mean, you got what you asked for without.
Yes. But I didn't give the details. That's why they say be careful what you ask God for. Ooh. Because me and my friend had a discussion about that. Because I got what I asked for this year. Because last year I asked for peace. I wasn't detailed about my peace. But that's what. But when I sit back,
default settings.
Yes, when I sit back and really think about it, I had to sit back and really think about it. Like, yo, I got my peace, but I had to get my peace through hurt and pain. And it's sad. I had to get my peace through hurt and pain. People that I thought that were like down for me, just went away. And not necessarily completely went away, but they weren't during my highlight, my happy moment. But I had to also flip the coin of the situation. Like, maybe they felt the same, that I wasn't giving them enough, or got used to the fact of receiving so much from me that it just became the norm. And not understanding, like, because I created a post. I always do my reflections. For the people that do follow my Instagram or Facebook, whatever, I do my Black Diamond reflections. And
sensational.
Well, thank you, sir.
Check it out.
Thank you.
If you ain't already, check it out.
I'm gonna start posting them on my website. You
As
know,
you should.
yeah, and I need to cater to my website a little bit more.
Give it a little bit of love.
Yeah, give it a little bit more
Touch
love.
butt, just a little bit. Just a little tap.
Little woo woo.
This is. I'm gonna just have a drink.
Saying, give it a little,
It's
little
fine. Go
woo,
ahead.
woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, my reflection was like, you know, don't you choke on it, because hey, I got it on record that you drunk that.
What? What?
If I have to do CPR or something on you, if we have to stop,
Humane
I'm
going bad. Look at
but
this.
I said I was gonna do CPR though. How's it going bad when I just said? But I do need, like, hey, if something happens.
So what you say? You ain't got faith in me? You think I'm gonna sue you or something?
I'm just saying.
Wow.
You know I love you. We got to be safe in these streets. Ooh, fucking do it too. 2 pieces. Nah, this.
I am that whole ball.
Ooh.
I am that the whole.
We ain't got time to play. Stop it. Go on, drink that drink. Go on, drink that drink.
Woo!
I don't drink that drink now.
What's candy?
No, do you want some candy? You want to smack? You want to do like we did on the other EP?
Oh,
you want to do it?
No, no.
I'm just saying.
Look, carry on. I'm not gonna play with you.
Yes, you will.
No, I'm not.
You will play with me.
I'm not.
That's what we do,
this.
though.
I'm not gonna do this.
That's what we do, honey.
The fact that
so
you felt like you had to compete with me to throw
I'm
like
just
2
saying,
pieces
that's what we do.
versus
Because I throw that 2.
You throw what?
Candy. I keep it Mardi Gras in this bitch.
So you showing
Mardi
titties?
Gras.
Who's showing titties?
You think about New Orleans. I'm thinking about
You said Mardi
Alabama.
Gras. You said,
Alabama don't do all that, honey.
but you said Mardi Gras. So
You think about New Orleans Mardi Gras.
I mean, but you said
where did it come from? Learn your history. But anyway,
you still ain't answer the question.
we gotta.
Showing titties.
I ain't showing no titties. No, show your titties right now. Show it. Show everybody niplets. Go ahead, show them niplets. It look like an extra shirt.
Brings all the boys to
I can help.
Quick, cut it out now.
But moving forward, ooh, not to bring the boys to the yard.
Shut up.
Oh Lord.
Don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Finish your.
You the one started. You know how I am. Stop playing with me. But at the end of the day, guess what time it is, honey?
What time is it?
It's the Straight For You Outside Perspective, where we ask one male, one female, their perspective on the featured topic.
Okay. Hey.
Don't drink.
No, but who do we choose first? Why
You chose first. You chose a male, honey. You said that you for the men.
You just touched my drink.
I sure did. I don't play with me.
No, don't.
I'm just saying. I don't care.
Let your fingers clean off.
Ooh, the violence. They heard you. But anyway.
You think I give a fuck about that shit? Oh,
but anyway, see how I can mock him. But anyway, don't be a hater all your life. But anyway, the male perspective. All your life. Male perspective, outside perspective today is Ron Douglas. And he stated, yes, because everyone is so scared of protocol. Tribalism is the current name of the game. If you're not for the traditions of a certain culture, then you're labeled a racist or a sellout.
Oh.
That's what Ron Douglas said. Do you want me to repeat or are we good?
Go ahead, read that one more time.
Okay, Ron Douglas said, yes. He said yes. Because everyone is so scared of protocol. Tribalism is the current name of the game. If you're not for the traditions of a certain culture, then you're labeled a racist or a sellout. So yes, he feels like humanity has lost a sense of being humane, and if you don't stay on board with it, with everybody's thoughts and opinions, you are labeled a racist or a sellout, honey.
Wow,
So, that's deep, huh?
That's pretty accurate. That's a really good perspective.
Yeah.
I respect it, and I kind of stand with him on that.
Yeah, and it's facts. You know, if you go against
That's
the
some
grain,
accuracy to that.
you go against the grain, they either put you in a category of a sellout, a racist, or you just don't know what the hell you saying or doing, and you don't have no type of knowledge towards you. And then when the truth comes out, don't worry about that, Candy Boo. When the truth comes out, oh, that's when everybody want to fall in line. Like, I knew you was doing what you.
No,
you were right.
Because some people don't know how to be. No, some people don't know how to accept being wrong.
Oops, come on, devil's advocate, come on.
Some people don't know how to accept being wrong. So regardless, even if you got physical proof that person is wrong, they still I don't.
You do have those folks like can't even acknowledge that they were wrong.
They can't even acknowledge, hey, look, I was wrong. And I don't even know what the issue is with I don't know what the issue is with admitting that, hey, I didn't do this right, or hey, I was wrong. I don't understand what the issue is with just saying, hey, I was wrong.
And I hate to say that because I mentioned it several times how we used to know certain genders roles and certain cultural roles, and you could depict that's that person type of person. Nowadays you can't even
Those
depict.
lines are blurred.
It's blurred bad.
Those
it's like
blurred.
You can't say, oh, that's that race. That race is known for that, or that gender is known for that.
Mm-hmm.
All of them on some fugazi shit. Just on.
Put that on the t-shirt.
I know.
We gonna put that on the t-shirt for you.
But at the end of the day, it's just so blurred to me that and you're right. You do have those people like when they know they wrong. Well,
they'll still try to find some sort of fault in somebody else instead of just being like, you know what,
right. If you did it well, if I did it that way, you would have went this way. But you got it, you got it.
Right.
I'm like, I always had it. What you mean? I got it. I always had it.
I've been done had.
But
the fuck.
But I will admit when I. The fuck? But I will admit when I'm wrong, and sometimes
I think that's a part of growth. Yeah, honestly.
And sometimes I want just to see if the person say something. I don't know. You know how in your younger years, again, like you stated, growth.
Come on now.
In the younger years, hell no, I ain't finna say I was wrong. Because if I was, what if they don't know if I was really wrong?
Well, not even so much that. Like you got a point to prove. You got
a point
to prove.
For my chest. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me.
Hold on. Not in front of the camera.
Oh, my bad.
Not too much in front of the camera.
Oh, it's too much.
We don't know if kids watching the show or not.
It's too much, But they see this straight for you logo on me, on my chest.
Kind of. It's.
But yes, it was moments in time that it was rare and far in between that sometimes I admit wrong when I was right. Just to keep the peace.
Wow. Now that's.
I apologize if I made you feel this way. I'm sorry if I offended you or disrespected you or any of that times. But it's come to a point now when I don't mind conversation. I don't mind getting a better understanding on both parties' end. Mm-hmm. But what you're not gonna do is put it all on me.
Come on now.
All on me anymore, because I already took that brunt throughout my years.
So I want to jump on the back of that because, like, sometimes even in those particular cases, whenever you take a fault that isn't yours, people want to use that against you as well.
Because they got used to it. Look, they got used to you being sorry all the time. Oh, what can I do to make you feel better? What can I do to make you happy? What can I do to satisfy your needs and comforts of wants? But forget you and your wants.
Never mind.
What you about to say? Go ahead. Come on now, don't play. You can't do to people like that.
What you was gonna say? What was the question that you asked?
What? As far as what can I?
What can I do?
What can I do to? Boy, bye.
The fact that you got
boy, bye. On that note, let's take a break and give a straight for you. Sponsor highlight. Because this fugazi over here trying to do the most. But I love them anyway. Until then, see you in a minute. back to Straight For You, where somebody can't keep it in his mouth. So therefore, we just, I'm just saying, taking a sip of the drink, and see how I drunk it.
Look, you will give out the wrong on this.
I'm just saying, you giving it out. I didn't give nothing out. You over here sipping. I said what it was. You over here sipping, and you couldn't keep it in your mouth. I can't help the people that witness that, but we will be doing bloopers later on in the year, if not the beginning of next year. Might be a New Year's thing. New Year's of bloopers where they can see what really happened when you couldn't keep it in your mouth.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need to put some context behind that, please. I don't need the wrong kind of attention here. I'm just saying.
I said it was the juice.
I don't need the wrong kind of attention.
I'm just saying.
Hey, by the way, so I heard. Keep it in your mouth,
what I heard is that you can't keep your liquids in your mouth like that. Just saying.
Oh, look, I don't need the wrong kind of attention, the wrong kind of traffic, like rolling through.
And look at the evidence of the napkin.
No, why would you get?
You need to wipe your.
I'm like your goddamn microphone.
I'm just making sure you straight in life. That's humanity coming to you right now.
No,
I'm being humane by wiping. Hold on, let me make sure you're straight. Make sure you're straight for the people. I'm being humane right now. I'm just saying, sir. I can't help that you couldn't keep the fluid in your mouth. I'm just saying, and I'm trying to help you as a humane person. So
anyway, folks, the topic is
what the topic is, sir. You need it?
Yeah, give me.
Got it.
Ooh. Has humanity lost its sense of being humane?
See, that's violence right there. He chose violence. He chose violence because he snatched the car right out of my hand. Have you
watched the beginning of this show?
I'm just saying, what happened? What
happened? No. Oh, wow.
You okay? Woo woo.
Don't.
Woo woo woo. Okay. Woo woo. I'll be humane. Woo woo woo. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm finna go home. I ain't gotta.
No, you got things to do.
I ain't gotta take this. I ain't gotta take this.
What you ain't gotta take?
I'm finna go home. Like
you ain't take that juice in your mouth. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Put your ass in the head like on the show.
Ooh, the violence. We just talked about being humane, y'all, and you choosing violence. You supposed to show love and understanding. Okay.
You good? You done?
I'm straight. Are you? For you? I'm straight for you. But yes, moving forward, moving on. Because we in these streets talking about this topic of has humanity lost its sense of being humane? So the celebrity person. Ooh, you got juices? You still got juices?
Ma'am. Will you carry on with it?
You still got juices? Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you got all your juices. Because it came out, now it's coming out your nose. You laughed too hard. Oh, okay. But anyway, I can get you something. You want me to wipe your nose? Do it, Grandma. Right there. You okay? Right there. It's right there. Whew. Man, being humane is
I'm gonna bite
hard.
Your damn nose off.
Ooh, being humane is so difficult. I'm out here being like a straight grandma.
It's being petty difficult too.
Oh Lord, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be the person that is just helping you look like a better person up on the camera, because people are watching us at the end of the day.
Jab you in the throat.
Oh, you want me to? I'm just saying. Moving forward, moving on. Okay. So one of our celebrities that we mentioned earlier.
Is it one? I thought you said one of them wasn't a celebrity. Didn't you say
you show right. He's a straight crybaby. But at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about the celebrity right now.
Okay, let's get into it.
Mr. Violent Man. His name is Travis Scott, and the situation that occurred, which really isn't a funny situation, because it was a deadly situation at the Astro World Festival,
right?
And it was located in Houston, and they said mainly 8 people passed.
I think it was like 8 or 9.
Yes, and a lot of people were in. Yeah. Allegedly, but also too, a lot of people were injured.
Yeah, a lot of people were injured as well.
And I heard that the venue was really packed, like sardine packed, and he's known from doing like raves and things of that nature.
Mosh pits and
yes.
stuff, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, who is really responsible for the outcomes of that event?
You know, that's a good question, but let me say this first. I think I want to say before the show, like we were kind of lightly talking about this, and one of his previous interviews, he was talking about like how like he be wanting the crowd to go crazy and whatever, and he was like, you know, blood and all of that stuff. You get what you ask for, whether it kind of be sooner or later. And I'm not saying that that's like, I'm not saying it in the context of like that it's the right thing or it's the wrong thing or whatever. But going back to what you said, be careful, like be careful what you wish for, and be careful of the words that you speak, because
because you did show me that video where he mentioned like he likes to see that type of energy.
Right.
He likes to see the red of it all, and the person was like, red. Yeah, the blood and the drive, because it shows the passion for what he does. And now that situation, now that those words that he has spoken have kind of more or less come to pass, it's a tragedy. Yes, it's a complete tragedy, because some people lost their lives, but to play advocate on both ends, like I said, the responsibility of it all, because allegedly at least 3,000 to 5,000 concert goers were not scanned entering the venue. So they snuck in. According to the laws, they were like 3,000 to 5,000 people that just got on board with because it was outside. Okay. You know, so you can't always monitor everything, especially in a massive crowd.
This is true.
So who should take blame? Because again, you already know what type of artist he is. Right. You know what things he like to bring into the light as far as entertainment. And also, too, you know what kind of crowd is going to be there, because you expect to participate with that crowd. And that particular crowd loves to collide with each other. And I heard from another podcaster that he went to something similar to that, and he didn't want to do it anymore for the simple fact he saw people like hurting themselves, people like teeth missing because they collided or breaking bones here and there, or just pickpocketing, because who you gonna see, who you gonna know?
I can believe that part.
You know, you do have these. Yeah, exactly. You have these in those environments too, because you so big going like this.
Right. So distracted. Yeah,
you don't know if somebody like really going in your stuff. You know.
True. This is true.
Again, the people that got involved to go to those particular things knew what they were getting into, but yet it still don't make it right, the outcome. Because you had people passing out because of heat. Heck, one of the events I went to, which was a skating event, it was a sufficient amount of people in there, and it was hot. Right. It was so hot that I had to loosen up my stuff, my shirt, you know, in order to cool down.
Y'all, I saw the video. Let me tell you.
At the end of the day.
Let me tell you, I saw the video.
But the thing about it is, you're so funny. I got backlash about having my shirt open, but they wasn't there to understand how hot it was, and we were skating for a long period of time. I saw the video. But I had a ball though. I ain't gonna even lie. It got to the point I was like, ill fit. Y'all gonna see this belly today. At the end of the day. But yes, but back on what we was talking about as far as Travis Scott in this situation. So I know it could have been better planned, but yet how can he take the brunt of the situation when we already know as concert goers? Like, I'm more so like neo soul R&B. So when I already know that's going to be a chill, laid back environment to go to, I don't expect to be like getting up and slamming on each other, right? Right. But at the end of the day, that's me being humane, so they won't see your stuff. See how he quit? I'm looking out for you, sir, because you know some people will zoom in and see who on his stuff. But anyway.
Oh yeah, I don't think they could have seen anything. Anyway, but touche, nonetheless. But Kara. Anyway,
but yes, but who really is to blame? Is he to blame, or the people that were supposed to be in charge of the venue to blame, or is it the crowd to blame, or everybody's to blame?
I was gonna say honestly. I think you kind of gotta point fingers at everybody.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Look, I do not crucify me. Do not put me on the cross for that.
It's straight for you.
I get
Come
it,
on
but
now.
that comment, people are gonna be like, no.
But this is our perspective and our opinion,
and it is, you know what I'm saying. But like I say, nonetheless, look, don't crucify me for that. For the ones who snuck in and so on and so forth, like I think for me, everybody needs to be in the headspace to where they're more accountable for, and not even so much accountable, but also making preparations for what could be. If you know the kind of energy that this particular person brings, that should kind of be like your Libra scale to kind of be like I might need to be a little bit careful, so on and so forth. But the thing is, we do that automatically anyway with people that we know and people that we don't know anyway. Especially with people that we don't know, when we try to fill them out or whatever, we automatically win stuff on the Libra scale. Like you were saying, a person that you didn't know, needed your help, right? And what'd you say? You said that you personally was it, but your spirit was like that was a whole Libra scale right there. Like that was kind of like weighing that whole situation out. I think us as people overall, not just Travis Scott, not just the production crew, but everybody needs to be a little bit more in tune with their intuition to kind of to listen to themselves a bit more often.
Yeah, and use this as an example
right.
of what can happen if you're not careful. And my thing is, if you have a medical condition, not saying you should limit what you do or whatever, but understand your condition before you go to certain environments, especially if it's overheated environments.
Not even necessarily understand the environment, understand yourself.
Yes, because a lot of people were passing out of dehydration and just overheating, because imagine all these bodies generate heat.
Absolutely.
And especially
even if it was outside.
Yes. It might have been hot outside. It was Houston. You know how Texas weather can get. And you up there hopping and jumping and doing all this woo with lack of water, and you probably got alcohol and no telling what in your system. And you just woo. And next thing you know, your body like, oh, hell no. You know.
Hey, lay down.
Yeah, lay down. Hey. If you don't stop.
Sit down.
I'm about to put you down.
What your grandma's used to say, get somewhere and
sat
down. Not sit, but sat
down.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down somewhere.
Get somewhere and sat down.
Sat down somewhere, youngster.
Absolutely.
Act like you got some sense.
Act like you got some sense.
Why you gotta act like you got some...
I never knew what acting like some sense.
How can I act? If I'm acting, that means I'm being fake about it. But that's anyway. So
food for thought. Just food for thought.
So grandma,
if you have a conversation with your grandma,
wanted me to act right. The acting, not be right. Act right.
Act like you got some.
Act like you got some shins.
Anyway,
some shins.
So carry on.
But yes, at the end of the day, if at some point, say for instance, if you was in the front, you gotta see your people. You gotta try to get around to if you got overheated. Right? And you feel your body about to go. You look back and you see a wave of people that you can't even get the hell out. That's dangerous. I wouldn't want that, just to see a celebrity or whoever up close and up person and in that type of an environment. I would never. Not in that type of environment. Now, I don't mind getting up close, if, like I said, a more so chill, laid back environment.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like,
because I've been to those and they are wonderful, honey. I'm cool, I'm chill, I'm vibing, but I couldn't. Could you imagine being in a wave of people? And I even went when I went to Atlanta, went to that house festival. Now that was fun because it was outside.
Okay.
But they had a lot of things going on other than the music. They had food trucks. They had people that had the little tents in the grass areas. And, they actually had people on the basketball court, a sufficient amount of people with the DJ and everything. They were dancing and they was doing their thing, but it still was enough space if somebody have to scatter, they could. Why are you looking like that?
Because you said basketball.
Oh, so you want to go there now? You want to take it there? In my I know how to say basket. Sometimes I get into my moment, and I told you I was country. I don't know why you try to play me on my own platform like I can't talk. And yes, I have my moments, sir. I know how to say basketball
But
court.
you didn't say
And I probably didn't because I was in the moment, but you just have to capture it, okay? Damn you to what hell with no water. Matter of fact,
that's back from earlier.
Matter of fact, go to that marsh pit of entertainment and you go out there and you bounce and you sweat, my nigga.
It's payback for earlier.
I take it.
Basketball.
Juicy mouth. Dribbly.
Bassett.
And he can't keep liquid in his mouth. But I can. My juice. My juice.
Anyway,
And by the way, I'm gonna start bringing out the merchandise and mugs too.
Okay, so fantastic.
So be on the lookout for
Stay
that.
tuned.
Yes. But yes, what I say? How I said it?
Basketball.
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 The country really kicks in every now and then. Wet.
Look, karaoke. Because look,
well, at least I know it, and I gave forewarning,
look,
honey.
We getting down to the wire here. Go ahead. What else you got?
You can't press on my country, okay?
Oh gosh, I can't.
Okay, hater sweater.
What?
Hater sweater.
Hater sweat. What the fuck is that?
You, Fugazi, you.
Hater sweat. What?
Hater.
Sweater. What?
Yep.
Okay.
What, Libby?
Okay.
But moving on.
Carry on.
Now we're going to talk about the female outside perspective, sir.
Okay, let's see.
Are you ready for that?
Sure.
And her name is Tanya Weber.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Weber. And she said...
No, it's not yes. I thought it was yeah.
You just on that shit today.
I thought it was...
Y'all. But anyway... Y'all. Miss Tanya, y'all. All right now.
Say the word.
Miss Tanya Weber was like, y'all. Not yes, but y'all. No, she was like, yes. Good Samaritans are few and far between. The humility of humanity is based on personal agenda instead of the true care of people. Should I repeat that?
Absolutely.
For everybody. She said, yes. Good Samaritans are few and far between.
Come on now.
The humility of humanity is based on personal agenda instead of the true care of people.
Ooh.
See, I can read my need. I just get in the moment and get country as fuck.
Look, they dropped some jewels today.
Yes, they are. You know, our people, outside perspectives are really giving us the business.
They dropped some jewels, yeah.
They giving us the business, honey.
Shout out to them, because look, man, look, some real people be coming through, like wanting to get their input, and we appreciate y'all. Thank you.
And I truly do, because I rather it not just be us chiming. I do want to get our audience more engaged. That's why I always say leave a comment. You know,
I was just going to say that. Thank you.
I want you to subscribe. I want you to leave a comment. Tell your friends, share it, do all those wonderful things. Help us out, yo.
One of your comments might be highlighted on the show.
Yes, because I will probably look at a comment and be like, you know, such and such off the YouTube channel said this.
Right.
And give you highlight, you know.
Might even be able to base a whole show off of that comment. Or
that
like
part.
That, so,
that part right there. But
now.
I do have some future giveaways next year, you know, because we still a baby in these streets. We trying to establish.
Next year ain't too far away, like.
But you know, that's why I'm trying to promote the merchandise, you know, because I got to get a little funds for all this wonderful things you see.
Look, and it's only gonna get better.
Yes.
But anyway.
But back to what she was saying. How do you feel about her perspective?
I agree. What she say? Good Samaritans are far and few between.
Yeah, pretty much. And the humility of humanity is based on personal agenda.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of the true care of people. Mm-hmm. Kind of what we mentioned earlier about the homeless and things of that nature. Like they rather receive before they give.
Because a lot of people out here, scamming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or better yet, child, where they coming from? See, because that's the universe don't like when you act ugly to me. Because that's why the juice came out your mouth. That's why you yawning on the camera. Because
let me tell you why I'm yawning on the camera.
Yeah, I said it, yawning.
Let me tell you why I'm yawning on the camera. Because I got off this morning and I ain't been asleep since. That's why. I don't care. I work overnight. I don't care. Okay. Taking care of myself.
Okay.
By myself. One pillow.
One sheet.
Yeah, one sheet. One pillow. In my bed. By myself.
Laying in my head. Wanna go night night? Shout out to the Kevin Hart. Shout out to him.
Anyways, go.
But yes. At the end of the day, we was talking about like the Good Samaritan part. You know how some people want to get highlight for giving to charity.
Yeah. Oh,
like them passing a plate and hold on, wait a minute, hold on.
Catch this on camera.
I'm out here in these streets making it happen for the people, because I'm out here trying to feed the homeless.
Right.
I know he's smelling right now. Hold on, you're too close to me, sir. But at the end of the day, I'm out here giving the plates. I'm out here doing what is supposed to be done for the people and stuff like that.
Yeah, humility does not need to be highlighted.
But I also had a friend that mentioned that they had a friend that nobody knew what he was doing, was literally giving the shirt off his back, just doing it got to the point the homeless knew him by his name. And not received any credit for it. Nobody knew
the
who
silent
he was.
Yep, the silent hero. Yep.
Yes, and that goes back to what I was saying. When you're the hero, everybody loves you, but when you have to take time for yourself or do some things for yourself, you become the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But he was definitely a silent hero, a person to be praised and honored, but he didn't ask for that. He just did. They don't do it to be highlighted. They do it because that's what's genuinely in their spirit. Yes, and that's how you get your blessings later on.
Come on now.
Because you're not trying to boast or highlight a situation. You get your blessings on the sideline, and due to your kindness and your generosity, because you can mention it as a testimony, but you don't have to brag. Because there's a difference. It's okay to mention it, what you did out of the kindness of your heart, but when you get the bragging, it becomes tainted. So, again, it's okay to tell people, I've looked out for a numerous amount of homeless people. You don't have to point them out. And I've catered to this situation, that situation. But when you start, really bragging and really downplaying their situation because you trying to highlight your situation,
right?
It's not a good thing. It takes away from the whole cause. And also, too, they just receiving it for that moment, but they have to live that life for a lifetime. So, that
was heavy.
Yeah, because that's what people forget. You satisfied in that moment, and they are truly happy for that moment, but they still next day gonna have that hunger. They gonna still be in that life.
They still gotta figure out where their next meal coming from.
Yes.
How they gonna stay warm if it's cold up. Yeah,
that's a struggle. Versus, you feed them, but if you gave them some clothing, that can help more so than anything.
Blankets or something.
Yes, because they carry that around. It's constant until it wears thin, and then they get another one. Versus food is for the moment, honey. Not saying you shouldn't give them no food because that's important.
True.
But do a little bit more than that. Just a little bit more. If you known for doing that, you know what I'm saying.
Come on now.
If you putting on social media, you that. That's all I'm saying. That's my perspective. People might trash me for that.
I need a hammer so I can just be like, God.
I might get trashed a little bit for that, but that's okay. But I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and we moving forward.
So
that part.
Last but not least, what else is on there?
Child, moving forward to the non-celebrity child. This child is a whole child. You heard me, a whole child. Whole child. But it's about Kyle Rittenhouse. I call him Rittenhouse, but that's just what I said. And that's the one that took the witness stand last Wednesday and was crying, honey. Crying
for what first and foremost before we get into
this
that.
The young man that went to protest and decided to protest himself by shooting people, and he killed 2 people and severely wounded another.
He should be getting put on.
But he's a 19-year-old, right? A 19-year-old.
He's an adult.
Caucasian man that decided that. Hold on, wait a minute.
Mountains of Caucasus, a Viking from Iceland.
I'm just saying that was driven by his mom, allegedly, because we got to do that.
Do we have to?
Yeah, even though the facts, that's the crazy. The facts is right there. It's in your face. But allegedly, she drove him to the site knowing that he had a weapon at hand, allegedly. And this young guy decided to take it upon himself because, damn it, he's tired. He is tired of what these people are representing, and he wants to show them what it is.
For? He wants to show them. He wants to show them what for. Newsflash, buddy. So
what he decided to do was gun blaze because he was afraid, allegedly, because these people were approaching him and he just felt threatened. So he just decided to let a few rounds out, end up killing 2 innocent people and injury wounding another, all because he decided to be driven to a location that he has no dealings with a weapon
that he didn't have proper intentions for.
If that's the case, why are you there with a weapon? Why are you even there if you wasn't trying to cause violence?
If he wasn't trying to be a part of the solution, but yeah.
Yes. And to say that, in a sense, the news, per se, allegedly, took you there, in a sense of putting this in your spirit that you have to make a stand. Not realizing those people are making a stand too, but they doing it in a non-violent way. But they are perceived to be violent just by conversation. How's conversation brings out weapons?
Look.
And this is what's crazy about me thinking about the humanity portion of it. Because again, going back to this Wednesday, how he was on the stand and decided to go into tears. No tears, no liquid coming out his eyes now. He made it. He made it.
Looked like he was trying to sneeze.
And then gonna look at the judge.
What's the matter?
Then go back.
Did you sniff too much pepper? What's the matter? Soup too hot?
And child, the mother like, and then they caught her on video.
Was it like juggling whenever you know how you eat something too hot and you like juggling?
But yes, the hot pepper of it all.
The hot.
But that, I'm like, child, they forget they on camera. I don't understand. And they caught her laughing with a little smile. I don't know what was said to her or what the moment was, but it didn't look good. And it didn't look good. Not one tear came out of his eyes. It looked like in my perspective, it looked like the whole thing was coached. Because at the end of the day, while he was crying, his defense team motioned for a mistrial with prejudice, which means he couldn't be retried. So to me, that looks fake. Like it all was supposed to happen so they can be like mistrial.
Right. And you know what's crazy to me, and kind of going back to today's topic, is that we have proof of what happened. We have proof. And we're still debating it in court when that shouldn't even be a thing. That shouldn't even have to be a thing. You got physical proof here. Court and nah.
But the crazy part about it, allegedly, I have to say, the judge was telling the jury that I have to say that because of what my platform is. That the judge told the jury, well, if they want, they can give him a lesser sentence. Because he is charged for reckless homicide, international homicide, and attempted international homicide for the killing of those two people and the injuring of the other. Again, it's in black and white. Like, there's no gray area. You actually see video with him with the weapon in hand and him going. Those people didn't have no weapon. They didn't deserve to lose their life over somebody's feeling of what they didn't like seeing protests. It makes you go back to all those protests throughout the years with the Martin Luther King and all these different situations where people were fighting for their rights, even with the gays and the lesbians and the LGBTQ plus community trying to fight and it's just people just trying to fight. All the way back to
in the place of assessing yourself.
Just back in the day.
If you know it ain't for you, don't mess with it.
But why are we in debate over something that is just there? Why are we doing that? Like, I don't get that. What are we trying to prove whenever there is nothing else left to prove? That frustrates me. That frustrates the hell out of me. Now, I know they're innocent until proven guilty, but it's on camera, yo.
It's been proven.
It's on camera, like, several times over.
Let that have been a personal.
Let's be real. Let's straight up. If it was a black man, a young 19-year-old black man going to a peaceful protest of, let's be real, all Caucasian. Alexa, quiet. If it was a young,
even she had something she wanted to say about it.
Yes, Alexa was like, you know what? No.
Anyway, carry.
Imagine if it was a young black 19-year-old man.
Probably would have been dead.
Not even man. I can say boy. Let me finish. Just let's envision this. And his mother took him to this protest of all white people, Caucasians. And he decided he did not like what he was witnessing on the news. And he wanted to display his dislike but carry a weapon. And his mother was like, you should have a weapon for protection because, you know, that's your right. That's your God-given right. And your rights within the U.S. to bear arms. And he goes there.
That ain't even for us.
And he goes there. And he's like, oh, my God. These white men and these white people just start coming my way. They started coming my way. And I just got scared. I got nervous. I got nervous. And I just shot. I don't know. I just got scared. And you see his mother over there like, would we be having this story right now? Would we really be like on the level of, you know what? I think his sentence should be lessened.
Yeah, nah, they'd been like
they'd be like, bury that nigga.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They'd be like, bury that nigga. He deserves to be underneath the jail. He might need the death penalty.
Ooh.
It's straight for you.
And you went there.
And I did.
All right then.
Am I lying? Because that's what we face. And that's why I don't understand. You know, let's be strictly 1,000 about it. If it was of a different race, a brown-skinned race, and it happened to a light-skinned race,
the crime definitely, the punishment would have been a lot more severe if that individual survived. Oh, well, yeah, or if that individual is still alive.
Yeah, because, they would have shot him where he stood. Even if he had his hands up, like that young boy did, he had his hands up with that weapon right beside him, knowing that he shot. And people hollering on the video, he shot some people. And they still took the time to come up to him like the young person, human he was. And then force him to the ground. Just handcuffed him. Now let it been this color with the weapon to the side. Same situation, hands up. Somebody said, he shot a person. He shot a...
It would have been... Yeah.
In a Caucasian voice. He shot a person. Oh, really? Oh, he's reaching for the gun. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And he hands up, but he reaching. Make it make sense.
He was resisting, or yeah.
We saw him reach for the gun, but the hands up. Unless he had a third arm. And men of our race known for that third arm, but that third arm can't do that. It can't do that. It can do a lot of things, but it can't do that. That's some magic. That's what they call that magic D. But anyway,
it's about time for us to. But
am I wrong though? Like for real?
No.
I'm joking about it because it sometimes you have to have a little sense of humor to get away from the madness. You know what I'm saying?
In order to get past it, yeah.
Because it's senseless.
And even that's sad that like we have to like laugh in order to cope.
Because we've been through so much hurt. Not saying no other race has been through hurt and pain. That's not what I'm saying.
Speaking from my perspective.
But I have to go with the perspective of me being who I am in this current world. In my current world, I'm black. I'm a black female. You're a black man. And if the tables were turned, if we was in that situation where we went into that crowd and did what he did, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. And that's the reality of it. And the crazy part about it, we have history upon history upon history upon history, and we still not learning from the history. Matter of fact, they trying to hide the history now. They trying to avoid and trying to say like, yo, that's the past. Why you keep bringing up the past, but you want us to learn your history?
We can't forget the past because we plunger holes. We stay bringing up old shit.
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
But I'm just saying, like, why is one history better than the other history if it's not this? And that's the fact of it all. Because down to that teacher that even the teacher, she's like a counselor or something for a high-end school or whatever, trying to take away the history of black history and the point that there were slaves. And why should our children learn about what my people did to their people? That's pretty much what it is. Why my people did? Why my kids got to learn what my grandfather did?
The same reason why
and that's crazy. But we can go on that's another topic, another situation. We got to move forward because we're
getting down to the wire. We still got to mention our sponsors
So speaking of sponsors, it's about that time because we got a little serious.
Okay, well, what you got?
It's the Straight For You acknowledgement.
Okay, well,
yes. We give acknowledgement to our sponsors, and today's sponsor is me. In my merchandise. Yes, thank you. So the passion wave of it all, thank you, because again, I revamped my website and I'm definitely catering to the change of the weather, and also too, I wanted to kind of.
You got hoodies?
Yeah, I'm about to put some hoodies and stuff on there, and it's that part, honey. So it's more than just this. As far as if you want to get a Straight For You shirt,
it shouldn't be no if.
You know,
buy a Straight For You shirt.
but I have other merchandise on there also. And also too, my website is A1 Perfect Entertain. That's A1 PERFECTENTERTAIN. And that will be in the description box below. So make sure you check out my website. Again, I did revamp it. I'm adding more material as time progresses. And also, too, I'm going to have free shipping. So you might as well jump on that, honey.
Come on now. Go ahead and purchase some merchandise.
Yes. And I also want to give a sponsor highlight to Miss Cyndi Page and her Twisted Lock Bar merchandise, which is the oils. This is a moisturizing oil that I use in my hair. As you can tell, I've been using the product. It smells very great. And also too, she has some growth elixir.
I'll take that because like what you not growth elixir.
He already knew what I was about to do because you can put it in my hair because my hair is fine, but you can put a little bit like
smell
it though. It smells great. Yeah, I try to tell you, son. I try to put it in that head of yours, and I said,
which one?
Ooh, I don't think you want your hair to grow down there, but anyway, ew, gross. Gross. You can put it right here. Make your beard a little bit longer.
I feel like that Looney Tunes episode.
Yes. The moisturizing of it all. But her products is definitely good product. You know, it smells great. It's all natural. And she also have other things on her website. And again, her website is thetwistedlockbar.com. That's TWISTEDLOCBAR.com. So make sure you check that out. And also, too, her description is going to, her website is going to be in the description box below.
Don't judge me. I know my elbow.
Yeah, because it smells good. Because I ain't finna even play with you, honey. Because I put some of this oil in my head before we got on the show. And I be, child, look at my scalp. It's moisturized, honey. It's more, what? I tell you, the haters in these streets are real. What? But anyway, at the end of the day, make sure you check her out and go to her website as well as my website. And also to tell them where they can reach you.
Look, Trouble on that for all things social media, from Facebook to Instagram and Twitter. So I mean, you know, look, I ain't hard to find, and you can also find me here. You know what I'm saying? Cause,
always, you know, family,
you know
straight up. We ain't going nowhere.
So yeah, so stay tuned.
Like I said, we got a lot of great things coming up. Like, and I got some things coming up or whatever with this, and aside from this, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'll stay tuned. Yeah.
And you can catch me on Instagram under Ms_Black Diamond. That's Ms. MZ _Black Diamond on Instagram, and also to you. You can tell I'm tired.
To you, for you.
To you, for you, by you. Not really. But anyway. Eventually. But anyway, you can catch me also or us on Facebook, and it's Straight For You Podcast. So between those two platforms, hey.
Eventually you'll catch us in the streets too. So.
Yes, and that's going to come later on within next year. We might be catching, hey, go live. That's what's good. You know, Straight For You Podcast. Mobile, honey. But yes, make sure you tune in and subscribe, people. We need that. Share it with your friends. Promote. And like always, it's always a pleasure to have y'all. And make sure y'all tune in to the next EP. Hopefully we'll have Remedy. Maybe so.
Hopefully so. But before we go, don't you got like an ending quote or something like that?
You know what? So right. Thank you, sir. We always on Straight For You have to give the Straight For You positive quote. And because so much going on, we need some positivity in our lives. And this one,
that hair growth got my scalp
tingling
a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Try to tell you. And she said she cured it for at least 3 months.
Okay, so
she cures it for at least 3 months. So
anyway,
natural vibes. So our Straight For You positive quote is by Don Miguel. And it says, let's stop believing that our differences make us superior or inferior to one another. And again, it says, let's stop believing that our differences make us superior or inferior to one another. So with that being said, and thank you for the friendly reminder of the positive, because that's what I'm about and we're about. So to then, we'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.